First and foremost, I want to say, Kalam Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Hashem HaKakodash, and double honors the elders and apostles, the great Muslim of the rule and teach well. Honors to the brothers, push the truth across the four corners with all sincerity. Tell upon you check it in with another video. I'm gonna get into 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6. Let's get straight to the point. Yeah, let's just start at verse 6, get straight to the point. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Alright, so who are the ones that trouble us? Alright, the ones that trouble us, of course, our enemies. Our top enemy being the nation of Edom, the tabernacles of Edom, Psalms 83, as well as these other heathen nations. Alright, who else troubles us? The other ones that trouble us are the wicked of our people. Alright, these 2/3 here in America, wicked jig, all around, right, amongst our people. Alright, they be causing issues for us. And whether it's, pushing the wrong thing, right, or, pushing all kinds of lies, about, the Lord's men, right? The elders and apostles of Great Millstone, down to the brothers, man, right? Pushing lies on us, saying that we're crazy, or that we're, that we just attack women. I don't want to say the word, or even, so like grape or whatever, but try to refrain from that so they don't try to ding the video or whatever. But yeah, right, they try to say that we do that, right? We don't do that. Now, it's in the scriptures. It's a practice that happened back then, but we don't advocate for that now, right? So yeah. So if you are troubled, rest with us when Yahshua shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. Right? So yeah, this is your rest. Right? This is your rest. Right? This truth is also called the ointment when you read Isaiah 1, right? To heal you, right? From the putrefying sores and the things like that, the different effects of slavery, it's being in the world and things like that. Yeah, this truth, is that ointment, it's that rest, right? So yeah, we can read on. Flaming fire, taketh vengeance on them that know not the Most High, and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach. So yeah, talking about the chariots, man, right? The laser beams, right? The fire that goes from his mouth, right? It means a chariot laser beams. The beams coming out the chariot, right? So yeah, that's what Yahushua is coming to do, alongside his mighty angels, man, and multitude of angels. The angels are gonna go around the world bringing that destruction, and they're also gonna bring that salvation to the Lord's elect, man. But willing will be of that number. That's Matthew 24 and 36 goes into that. Who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord for the glorious power, right? Now, that doesn't mean everlasting, like forever. It just means perpetual. It doesn't mean forever. See, it goes back to Ionos, like an age, eon, forever, period of time. Man, see, it goes into a period of time pretty much. It doesn't mean forever. Right now, I always heard brothers go into it, the Lord can make it. When World War III pop off, these people getting burnt up. It can make it feel that fire is burning them up for a very long time, right? Like, slow down time for them and keep them in that body, right? But at the end of the day, America is going to be destroyed in 1 hour, right? Destroyed utterly, okay? These people here, if you're here in America, this place would be your grave if you're not on the chariots, right? To be on the chariot, you need to be the Lord's elect. To be the Lord's elect, you need to be an Israelite. And the Lord needs to be dealing with you. He needs to choose you. Okay, so that's pretty much what it's gonna be. Right? If you heathen, um, there's no salvation for you. If you wicked Jake, there's no salvation for you. Pretty much, that's it. Book of Revelation, chapter 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him know. Let's go back out of that. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. So yeah, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Right? And who's the ones that led us into captivity? Right? Our enemies, man. Especially so-called, white man. This damn devil Esau. He led us into captivity. I just dragged off from the west coast of Africa, into Americas, talking about the southern kingdom and another kingdom. He went over here to this side of the world, bringing destruction to them, right? All kinds of rape, robbery, and murder, right? He brought to our people, man. Right? He that killed the sword must be killed with the sword. It's the patience and faith of the saints. The saints means holy or separate people. You got to go back to Psalm 148. Right, here's the praise of all the saints. Let two-edged sword be in their hands. Right, here's the faith of the saints. Right, so yeah. All right. Also, you got Daniel 7 as well. Right, the kingdom of the Most High shall be given to the saints forever and ever. Roughly paraphrasing. Right, so these, these damn devils, they have a lot to pay for. Right, and they're gonna, receive the tribulation and receive their judgment. Right, they're gonna get double. Right, for what they've done, they're gonna get double. But it doesn't mean exactly double. It just means, they're gonna get it a lot worse than they did it to us. But of course, everything's gonna be in order because they were doing some weird shit to Jake. Like they were like doing buck breaking. We're not buck breaking men. That's fucking absolutely not. Right? That's off. Right? We're not doing adultery, like taking a man's wife and then like smashing her or whatever and doing her or whatever. We're not doing that right now. They're children that are, they got some fine looking daughters or whatever. Be taking that, right? But yeah, everything in order. Okay. So you're just kind of going to that previous point as well. It's just gonna be the last one. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 33. This is the Lord of hosts, children of Israel and children of Judah who were pressed together, and all that took them captives. This is the book of Jeremiah 50:33. This is the Lord of hosts, or the Lord of armies. The children of Israel and the children of Judah were pressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast, and refused to let them go. Right? And where's the place where the children of Israel, the northern kingdom, and the southern kingdom were pressed together? As here in America, you have all the tribes here. You have literally all the tribes. From Asher, all the northern kingdom tribes, they all have different communities. You see them, they have different like restaurants and things like that. They're everywhere. Pockets and communities. They're literally everywhere. Jake, right? We're all oppressed together in this land. They took us all down. Right? Have us all down, at the bottom, things like that, man. Alright? It's like, and you say, oh, but like, it's not the same today, but we're still under this damn devil. And when you start a business, you have to go to him, right? For one in need of all things, we're still under these curses. These curses are being pulled off of us and being put on our enemies. We're still under this damn devil, man. Right? And you're gonna see, you Jakes out there who think that shit is all hunky dory. You're gonna see that shit. These devils still, got that perpetual hatred, man. Right? And that he still, like, looks at you as property. Right? Because when they push this MOTB, you don't want to take it, they're gonna be talking about putting you to death, man. Right? So it's like, hey, it's either you serve me or we're gonna put you to death. That's pretty much what they're saying. Right? And if you say that, that means you're looking at the person like property, right? So you know. But yeah, we're all oppressed together in this land, man. Took down the northern kingdom that was here already. All kinds of different land grabs, breaking treaties, and things like that, you know, and so on and so forth, man. We already know if like a lot of the northern kingdom jakes that be immigrating over here, they be giving them all kinds of shitty labor, paying them all kinds of fucked up prices and whatever. And Jake gotta work, man. You know, so they working multiple jobs and to make ends meet. You know, but that just goes to show that our people at the bottom of the society, man. You have to take them captives, help them fast, refuse to let them go, man. This devil ain't letting us go. This devil ain't looking at us like we're equals, or you know, or just letting us do whatever. Right? So at the end of the day, we gotta get that redeemer, right? No man shall buy him, right? No man shall save us. Right? We're gonna get that salvation through Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The redeemer is strong. The Lord hosts his name. He shall thoroughly pay their cost. They may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. Yeah, so the Lord is gonna redeem us through his son, Yahushua. Right? Yahushua is gonna appear in the Middle East, crack the clouds, and then the fathership and these nations and stuff on each other, try to attack Yahushua, and Yahushua is going to burn them all up, right? And the different chariots, the angels are going to go out and gather the Lord's elect from across the four corners, take them to the fathership, and from there, the elect will behold the destruction of America, the lake of fire, um, which is going to be, of course, destroyed and be never inhabited. But Israel is also going to get hit, as well, but won't be totally destroyed. We're just going to grab the heathen and bring them to Israel to rebuild our land. So let that be that. Lord, edify us. Shalom.